So welcome back and to the adventure of a
Yes.
shelter. Find the Surrogate challenge mod, which is basically a mod about the ultimate challenge, uh, which is my first mod for Deadfire, and is trying to make it something that more people could try and play, basically removing the um, Iron mode, the Dead is Dead mod, adding more things to do with more time, and in theory allowing you to try winning the challenge without cheating, basically without um, increasing the duration of positive effects using some kind of cheats like swapping items to prolong the duration, things like that. Uh, so I'm testing this mod to try and see if there are problems or if it is something you can enjoy in a video, and I will try and talk about changes when we find them and so on. But so far we are still in Port Mage and we have to do the usual tasks in time to go on with the ultimate challenge. Magram Fires IOTA's challenge, which is to achieve certain goals in a certain time, and this has not changed from the original ultimate challenge. So we are basically, let me check it. Uh, we should be able to see it in the. We have to reach the dig site in time. We have about a couple days to do this now. So that's one time that did not change. So yeah, let's do it. But the big change about this surrogate challenge is that we have also to do something new to win the challenge. And it is we cannot just talk with Ilari here in this quest. We have to kill them. And this is a difficult encounter if you try to do it at low level. And so that will be also our first new real challenge about this mod, because we have to do this as a new objective before leaving the island, and it is not easy to do. It's a very difficult battle. So uh, we will try it after finishing the dig site part, because we have uh, not much time for that, and we must do that first. So let's see. I think we are the right level. We could try and get some more loot, but more or less we should be ready for the side. Maybe maybe I can sell this
Indeed.
before going. So basically we did most of the quests available here, apart the one
Here you
about
find
the
civilization
registry,
Ainika.
because
But outside these walls, that is,
we have
unless
to
you prepare yourself, ne?
finish that
And
in a different way than what you do usual when you play the ultimate challenge or similar level of difficulty. You just do that quest talking in a peaceful way because it's much easier that way. But we have a new challenge. We have the Surrogate challenge, and so we are trying to do that. See if it is something you can do. I know with this build I should be able to do it. Not sure about other builds. I think so, but you know, I'm not real experienced with other builds. So. But for now, let's go to the dig site. Which is the most important thing to be able to go with the EOTAS challenge, which is one of the things that is included in our Surrogate challenge, like in the original Ultimate challenge. So we must go this way, past the bridge, but there's a little path we can choose here. So we can choose to go to the dig site directly and then get visit this part of the map and get to talk with the druid and get hopefully a nice necklace, increasing our intelligence by 1 point. We could do it after if we think we have not enough time to go to and finish the dig site, but for this build having that necklace could be useful. So usually I first go here in the woods here, and we can use our survival. Basically we can talk or hide, but we don't want to attack because it's a difficult battle first, but also because we don't need to, and we want to get, it's easier to just talk and get this help from the druid here. So you can do the battle if you want for fun, but not worth. Much easier to talk.
Never talk. Just go.
So
leave
important
this
thing here, at least with this kind of build,
from where you've been.
is pay attention, because if you use the wrong options, you will have to fight, and it is a difficult fight because you cannot really hide Villa here, and so avoid it. And the simpler way to avoid it is to try and use this first option. So you must say that you're looking for him. So he's a famous person and he's more likely to be able to help you. So this option, not the first one, use this one.
They always think they know better than this kith in this wood. Then when they need help, they always go ask me.
And so now, in theory, we can ask for help.
This place. Then you think the Juan are here to serve you? Akara, they are not. I say always those who come to these islands know. Your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours.
And now we should be able to get this wise thief necklace that is giving us 1 point of intellect, which is useful for this build, but also having this item is a proof for another
Then
encounter
go.
that we will have in the future, that you are a friend with the Wana people, and so it will be a little help about also dialogue that you could have in the future. So it's an item that is nice to have for a couple of reasons, and I prefer to get it as soon as we can. But you could get it also after having done the dig site. Similar things here. You have to pass here. You could just pass without fighting, using different option here. You can search if we have high perception or enough survival. There are no problems because the check is low. We have much higher stats, so we could just continue, but we want to have fun, so we search for the soul ribs, sneak closer, and now we could end the encounter like this. We are a cipher, so we could struck their anger, we could scatter them with magic, but we want to fight because I want to test the build and so on. It's not an hard fight, but we are low level. You have to do things properly. So first thing first, let's check our setting, because we have our respect. We have reloaded a save. So before doing a battle, check your EI settings and your chants are okay, and so on. So we go to our EI setting, and as you can see, because I have respect my character, changed one of the chants. I have reset also the settings of the EI, and so it is better that we set them like this. I could use empty here because I will basically disable the EI in any case, but it is ready for in case I want to enable it for a while. But it's important to not choose aggressive behavior, because most of the time with this build you will start a battle from stealth if possible. So having aggressive is not a good setting, and aggressive is by default what the game is resetting every time you respect. So remember to do this. And also we will check our
as you like.
Our chance before starting the battle. It's also important. So now we could place a trap here. Well, I first want to see exactly where the enemy will go. So first, check your chance. It's important to verify you have some chance already, because if you forget this after respecting, you will not have chance running, and it will be basically game over for that battle. Okay, now we check the path of the enemy, because we want to place a trap. So next time the enemy goes there, we can start safely from stealth. Reason number one for this is to have Villa protected, from stealth. Reason 2 is to have enough time to get our chance and our science spells ready. So we stay here, we wait for the enemy to trigger the trap. Next time he's going there, we wait a little time to have our summons ready, and then we can start the fight. And we place our summon where they can block the enemy. And now we can stay stealthed and let our summons fight. We want to keep Vila as hidden as possible, but she will go out of stealth.
Yes.
Oftentimes. So once she's out of stealth, it's better to just try and fight, because as they will try and kill her, so doesn't make sense to stay stealthed more, because now we must fight to protect her. So our goal now is to have our summons always up to choke the passage point, so enemy cannot reach us. So this is your priority with this build. Keep your summons up, and then you can use your Cipher spell, Eco spell, great damage in an area, or using your summons as spell target. And then, as soon as we have our spell available, it is safer to just cast it, so we are sure our summons are there. At least until we have much higher intelligence, so we can have the summons last even more, but priority should be to keep the summons up. And then we can still keep on casting our spell, because we are Scion. Our focus is replenishing completely automatically, regardless what we do, and this is a super powerful things about the Scion. The problem is Scion cannot be hit, because when you are hit, these things doesn't work anymore. So you don't feel your focus for a while if you are hit, and we want to avoid it basically as possible. Obviously, avoiding completely being hit is not always possible, but this is the goal. Number 1, protect Vila. Number 2, not being hit. And number 3, doing damage. But doing damage oftentimes is not the number one priority because we have all the time in the world to do that because we have infinite resources. So unless you are
I
fighting
can't wait to make some new
a
friends.
boss enemy, and then you have to have enough DPS to be able to kill the enemy. Some enemies will be super powerful and having way to heal themselves, so you have also to have enough
I shall make it
DPS to
so.
win those battles. But in this case and in many cases,
Yes,
it's not like this. So
I shall.
our priority
Yes.
uh, is to remain alive, protect Villa, and keep on hitting the enemy until they die, basically,
Hmm?
with our spells and with our summons. So this is uh, the build uh, the build priority, and we will try and see what we can do in the also in the dig site about it. And
As you
the
like.
thing I like about
Certainly.
this build is that it's one of the builds that can fight from the start, even at this kind of high level difficulty, so you can have fun with lots of fights, while other builds require you to
I shall
do
make it so.
pure stealth until you reach a certain point in the power level of the class to have some special abilities that allow you to fight in a more powerful way than from the
Can
start.
I borrow a sword? I promise to be careful.
So we reached the dig site, and there are
As you like.
plenty of enemies here. Some of them are real powerful, so better to be stealthed. And the first thing we get is this nice pet here called Gosha, which is giving us 1 point of perception, which is, you know, at this level of difficulty, perception is the most important stat because it's hard to hit, and we need perception if we want to hit the enemy. And so that's a nice thing to have. So we change our pets. Then
I
we
shall
can
make it so.
explore this place. It's a dangerous place, like we can read here. So basically, these are the most difficult enemies in the whole dig site. Not something you want to fight now. So we just want to see
As you like.
how things are set. Get some traps, study the enemies, and get some loot. But from stealth.
Now here's something. I shall make it so.
So also in a normal ultimate challenge, I would do the same because our goal here should be
As you like.
getting the loot from that chest and then run away because they are super powerful enemies. And I show you this trick which is to get things while you are already in a safe place. You can do that by shift clicking on your target and then shift clicking in the place you want to go back. This way, with the EI disabled, you can enqueue this kind of commands, and this way you can steal things in a much safer way. And we got our precious gauntlets of accuracy, giving us 3 points of accuracy. And these are one of the best items you can find in the game, because you will keep using them till the end. Basically, there are similar gauntlets available at a certain point of the game, which are like this one, with also another spell plus available. So at that point, maybe you will swap them, but all in all, these are one of the things you should try and get as soon as possible, because this point of accuracy are extremely useful with this level of difficulty. So we get them and we use them immediately, and then we can. Okay, so now normally we could try reaching the inner side of the site, the lower level, without fighting. Could try using stealth to go there, but we want to have fun, we want to fight, we want to possibly clear as many enemies as possible. So let's prepare for a fight. For this fight, we could choose to get this one, equip this one to get more intellect and 5% more duration of our spells, summons, or we could choose to get more perception. I don't know, yeah, it's more or less the same, because we already have enough intelligence to have our summons always up. So this is also a good something we could choose. But all in all, especially if you have not already enough intelligence to be sure you have your summons always up, it is safer to get this one, because this way you're sure
That will do nicely.
your summons will last long enough, so they can be your wall of safety for this kind of build. And for instance, if you are using this mod also with the balancing mod, which are nerfing the troubadour, so it takes 4 seconds for the troubadour phrases to be replenished instead of the standard vanilla 3 seconds. You may want to have the most intelligence as possible, and so using this necklace probably is even more important if you are trying to do this surrogate challenge using also the balancing mode, changing the troubadour chants, replenishing timings, which is something that personally I just disable, don't install from that mod. But you know, I try to make this surrogate challenge something that in theory you could try and win also using those kind of mods. And that balancing mod also makes the summons from any summoner in the game much powerful. So in theory we could have more powerful summons scaling, and so from that point of view it should be easier. But I'm using vanilla settings for this try, so I have my usual troubadour 3 seconds time for having back my troubadour resources. So now what we want to try is to win this battle and kill the creatures that are in this part of the dig site. To do this safely, obviously we have to put Villa in a safe position. And the best place to do this, in my experience, is from here, because this point allows us to keep her in a safe place while being able to still hit the enemy. So that's what I'm trying to do. We prepare for this. Usually I also put a trap here, because sometimes it may happen that one of the enemies try to follow you this way. Hopefully it will not happen, but a trap here could gain you that couple seconds that could allow you to win or die, basically. So why not? We put it there. Also this way you will have the enemy come here, take a look, so we can also look at the enemy, have a better idea what we have to fight if they come here, basically, but not sure. No, they are not coming. Well, and then we prepare for the battle. Okay, so what we need here is some long-range weapons, or at least a pistol. We have also crossbow. Now, what's good about the crossbow? In the vanilla game, the nice thing about the crossbow is that this bonus critical chance is not restricted to the crossbow, but it is for anything. So a good thing about the crossbow is that you have this 10% hits to crits for basically all your attacks, and so it's nice to have. And then we have the usual important thing, which is a torch to increase our vision in case it is dark. And then this we will not use it, hopefully, but better to keep it. And then what we need is a way to safely start the battle. So we'll remove the shrubs and put a bomb here. And lastly, we could also craft a scroll to try and save Villa. In theory. So we could get one of these, it will be always good. Because remember, number one objective with this kind of difficult challenges where you have the Aelia challenge, you have to play with Villa around is to keep her alive. So this kind of scrolls or equivalent spells are important to save her. So having these scrolls ready is usually very important. Not so much in this battle because we are so low level and so overwhelmed possibly by the enemies that I don't think that one scroll should be could be able to save us. But you know, it's better to have start this habit of having this kind of scrolls ready. And so I think we are more or less ready for this, or we could use something like this if we want to have some more bombs ready, but the plans are, in theory, we should never need this, we should never need this, we just need the bombs to start the fight if things go as we are planning them. Doesn't always happen, but you know, you try it. I think the really good things for people that never tried the Ultimate Challenge and this mod Surrogate Challenge instead is we don't have the Iron mode on, so we can save before a battle. And this way anybody can try this level of difficulty without having the big problem, oh, what happens if I must restart from the start? No, I don't have time for that, which is a perfectly good reason to avoid trying the Ultimate Challenge. But this way you could try something very similar without that problem. So you can save and you can try things until you find the proper tactic without having to restart from the start every time. So okay, let's try it. We try to start the battle from stealth and from here. Okay, now Villa is already out of stealth, so important thing is enemy should never reach this place because else we are done. Our strategy is to summon our wombs here and then using spells, using ranged weapons to kill the enemies. And enemies are almost beasts, so they have also gallowing powers.
It's beyond me. Yes,
And
I
we
shall.
don't want to go down there, we want to stay here, safe, and hit with our eco spells. When we can use them, obviously. Oh, they are volatile. So basically the Gallowing Challenge is giving creatures some often powerful abilities. Some of them are pretty dangerous. some of them more than others, but all of them are something you must take into account. And these booms are volatile. It means if they are killed and you are nearby, you're risking a lot. So better to kill them from a distance, while the boars here are accelerated, which is still dangerous but not as dangerous as volatile. Oh, this one is prowling. That means that once the boar kills the enemy, it becomes invisible and able to attack from stealth. So as you can see, each beast is having some special abilities coming from Gallowing, and this is one of the Magran challenges that are included in the ultimate level game challenge. And we still have them, obviously, because the Surrogate challenge is very similar to the ultimate from this point of view, but that's the reason to try this kind of challenges, to test your knowledge of the game. And hopefully to get the satisfaction if you manage to win this kind of difficult challenges. We don't have much time, so I don't know if this is something we should do, because better to be sure to finish what we have to do as the challenge. We will fail the challenge, so maybe something we should not do, but you know, we are just trying things, what is possible, what is not. And if we find that it takes too long, we can just reload and try a different strategy. Maybe just skip this battle, try to use stealth to reach the second level.
Not in vain.
Yes, certainly.
So I better not to risk trying to hit them. Better to keep the summons there.
silmes mitu.
Oh, oh,
Well, maybe we can do it once, then we come back.
meetum da sida ex cochintin nesnis. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesnis. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesnis.
Don't succumb. Proacten.
Where is it? Sound. The battle music is a little higher volume down than the rest. So it can be a little annoying
Finish them.
when you have long battles.
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Yes? I fear not. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesnis.
This one.
Yes? Indeed.
Proacten.
So basically when you have a spot at a higher level than enemies, oftentimes it is
Quaitha
a safer
silmes
place
mitu.
where you can go to start a ranged battle. Depends on the enemies, but enemies that don't teleport around usually don't follow you there.
Oh,
Not
meetum da
every time, but oh, not lucky with this.
meetum da sida ex cochintin nesnis.
Proacten. Not in vain. No.
Oh,
And the next goal with this battle
Let us end this.
would be
Quaitha silmes
possibly to start fighting the rest of the enemy. We cannot see them now, but there are other enemies in the center of the arena here. And it would be better to manage to prolong this battle, so we can also fight these enemies without needing another trap, without needing to start from a different position. So we will try to do that. Not always possible.
Finish them! Wait, Zielmes Mitu!
Oh. Meetum da sida ex coquintin.
Okay, next time we summon our wounds, we will try and go also here to start the battle also with the rest of the enemies.
Oh.
And what I'm trying to do now is using some explosive barrels that are in this part of the side to lure the enemies here. So when I hit the barrels with my room summons, hopefully I will be able to get a lot of enemies involved by the explosion and kill or hit a lot of them. So this is the strategy you can use here to speed things. Your kamikaze summons. And I think this is the big advantage of classes like the Chanter, like the Druid, like other classes that can summon creatures or allies that can be directly controlled by the player. This is very important because other classes like the mage, for instance, cannot control the summons, and yes, they have other powerful spells, but
Yes.
if you base your build on controlling the summon, it's important. It's an important thing. So this kind of strategy you cannot really do with a mage because you cannot control where your phantom will go, your summon will go. So we can do
Certainly.
this thing. And at this point of it's better to just try and get some enemies coming here. Well, we can more easily keep on
Indeed.
summoning and hitting more enemy at the same time. So we try to do this, especially for this Drake, because this Drake is the most dangerous one. So we want to control the battle and keep having them here as long as possible. Oh, this strike is also having hardened. No, sorry, accelerated. Well, not so bad. There's a glitch with the game, at least in certain cases where you get this sort of stun lock about sometimes when you are pulled away by some spells or some attack. And to fix this, usually you just have to go with maximum speed and then move. Doesn't always work, but usually it does. If it doesn't work and it happens with the player, okay, so you have to reload because there's no way you can fix that. But it's something rare, so I don't know if it is a glitch coming from synchronization with your video frame rate or something like that, but it happens. And in this case, usually increasing the speed to fast mode can help.
Yes. Meetum da sida ex cocintin.
So as you can see, the Drake attack is also hitting this this way.
Meetum da sida ex cocintin.
The Panthers are hard to kill because they have hardened, which is another of those Gallowaying boons. Basically, they have one more point of armor, so much harder to kill. I think 1 point of armor. Not sure, but I think something like that.
Yes. Meetum da sida ex cocintin.
Oh, we hit hard.
Meetum da sida ex cocintin.
We missed out. Okay.
Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is. Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is.
Uh-oh. Danger.
Yes. Yes.
Croak 10. Finish them! Quaid Zielman.
Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is.
And one thing that I forgot to do that could be useful is to equip this one, because this way we have that hit to crit chance that could help a little.
Jokes a come!
Not much, but everything counts.
Oh. Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is.
Not in vain!
Yes. Oh.
Croak 10.
That thing is hitting real hard. Young Drake.
Let us end this! Quaid Zielmas Meet.
It's beyond me. Oh. Oh, indeed. Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is.
Hold together! Croak 10. Quaid Zielman.
Yes. Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is.
No!
Oh. Very well. Oh. Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is. Oh.
Croak 10. Finish them!
Oh.
Quaid Zielmas Meet.
Mítum dá síra ag cochintin nas is. Indeed. Missed.
Don't succumb!
Yes. Mutum da sida ex cocintin nesni. Yes. Mutum da sida ex cocintin nesni.
Proactend! Not in vain! Quaither silmes mitu!
Oh. Mutum da sida ex cocintin nesni. Mutum da sida ex cocintin nesni. I fear not. Oh, I shall. Mutum da sida ex cocintin nesni.
Hold together!
Oh, this one is though blood.
Proactend!
Almost dead.
Finish them!
Yes.
Quaither silmes mitu!
We may want to try looking for a couple other enemies there. Usually there are a couple rooms that stay in the back. So if we manage to lure them, not bad, but in any case it is better to start a battle with them, so we are sure the battle is not stopping, because this way we can keep on fighting and we can go there if needed.
Yes.
Proactend!
So they are volatile. That means better not to fight them from a short distance, because when they die they can explode, and so they are a little dangerous. But at the same time, if you manage to kill one of them, the explosion could damage also the other one, so not a bad
Yes.
not a bad thing. a perfect target for our long-range multiple hit spell, like you can see.
Oh. Oh.
Proactend.
Oh crap!
Yes, indeed.
This was something unexpected. Oh, I did a big mistake here. Didn't check this. I don't know. I think I did a critical mistake not thinking about the invisible enemy here. I don't know if I will able to survive here. Let's see. If I'm lucky, I can use this.
Sacritu.
Yeah, we managed it. So if I manage to come here, maybe I have some, but not easy. Not easy at all. Then I have Villa to protect. Not easy. Not easy at all. So a mistake. Never underestimate the enemy. See the trap? I have been sage about it.
Oh.
Now we should be able to hopefully survive because we have the time to summon, and then we can probably win even against this super powerful enemy. Hopefully
I shall.
against it.
Oh, very well.
Because it's still blinded. We have time to heal, and then in theory here we can interrupt the enemy. Keep hitting. Oh, he's hitting hard. Oh, okay, now it's done. The other side, we can still win.
Let us end this.
Come on, come on. Go, summons, go.
Not in vain.
Oh crap. He's invisible again. Yeah, we did it. So, you know, this battle is not easy because enemies are powerful. So,
Yes.
a little mistake. That's the reason why you are not going to do this battle. If you do the ultimate, usually you just skip it. You try skipping it. But with Surrogate challenge you can try because you can reload. That's not a big problem.
I shall make it so.
But maybe I have still those couple worms not yet killed. Better to check it. Okay, let's read. Also, you have not much time.
Silence, Sarah, as you like.
There's also that. So for now, I will come here and just get the loot. Don't want to fight now.
I shall make it so.
So let's check if we have still enemies. No, it seems they are all dead. That's good.
As you like.
But we don't have much time for this, so better to speed
I shall make it
things.
so. As you like.
Okay, we go inside here because there are some
Sharp eyes
traps
and
we
keen
can
ears.
get, and traps are always useful.
Here.
Also, we take a look at the
I shall
enemy
make it so.
in case we come back. Remember, the enemies here are the most powerful in all the sites, so
Silence surrounds me.
not a good idea to fight them now. And as we're here, we can also try and get one
Sharp eyes and keen
special
ears.
medallion we can find here that will give us we save before trying this because it's not super easy
I can get it
to
to
steal
spill
things
secrets.
here. You have to pay attention and
It shall
not
open
being
to me.
discovered.
There we are. As you like. I shall make it so.
So in theory we could also do this fight,
Some
but
shadows.
maybe later, because now we want to do things fast, because we don't have much time yet
As you
remaining.
like.
And yeah, we need just to do what we have to do first. So battles are not a good idea at this moment.
Silence surrounds me.
Okay,
I shall
the
make
thing
it
about
so.
the medallion is that we can use it here to open this secret door. And get some special nice loot.
As you like.
A nice amulet of health, but especially a couple of Edrabound, which are a very useful ingredient.
I shall make it so.
Now, ideally, at this time we will save, but if you're lucky, you may have enough ingredients to make another potion. The reason why it's very useful is that this potion removes all injuries, but especially give us 2 skill points until next rest. So it means it should give us 2 skill points that will stay until we rest, which is not something we plan to do so soon, hopefully. So we will get these 2 skill points that will be extremely useful at this time of the challenge, because we need as much stealth as we can to do what we have to do in an easier way. So this potion can help a lot, because having 2 more points of stealth will make passing past the enemies undetected much easier. So my suggestion is try and see if you have enough components to do that, and make 1 potion if possible. So we craft 1 and use it. Even if you have no injuries, better to use 1, so you get those skill points. And sometimes the game is glitching here and doesn't immediately give you the 2 points. In this case, you have to save and reload for it to work. If you're doing the real ultimate, you just exit normally from a game session, and the next time you will start again playing the ultimate challenge, you will have the 2 points. It's perfectly legit. You're not saving in a dangerous point, you're just getting your potion and ensure that it works like it should. So let's see if we have the 2 points. Normally it works, but as you can see, it is not working this time, so we have to do that. That's the simple things to do. You save, or if you're doing the real ultimate, you just exit if you so prefer, and then restart the game and reload, and things should be working. So let's reload. Game glitches. Because these potions effects are meant to stack with the rest of things. So now we have our 7 points of stealth, which should make
I shall.
things much simpler.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
So we can take a look at what we have here. Enemies, lots of enemies. Some people prefer to just use stealth to pass through this room. I prefer to use this this path, because this way I can get my loot immediately here.
As you like.
And also because I can see the enemies immediately, so but important thing is we must reach the luminous
shall make
Adra
it so.
thing as soon as possible, because we don't have much time to do fights and so on. So better not to risk. And we get the loot after disabling the traps. So probably now we are not able to fix the sword. We could, we have enough money for that. Oh, let's do it. This is a nice sword because, well, once you have fixed the corroded blade and get normal penetration, it is a fine sword, which is not bad. At this level it's a good weapon, but especially it has this property, giving you 5 more deflection when wielded with a shield. And this is super good at this level because you have deflection from the shield, you have deflection from this special ability, and so this helps a lot if you have a build using melee fight often, but it's always good to have as a some safety measure if you are attacked in melee. So good to have as safety. Hopefully we will not need that.
To whispers and
Okay,
shadows.
so I could start a battle here trying to fight everything, but we don't have much time, so we don't want to do that. We'll just take a look at the enemies and reach our EOTAS challenge goal, which is get to the luminous Hadra as soon as possible.
As you like.
And this needs practice because you need to have high stealth, you need to do the proper moves. So save. You can save, better to save. But in theory, with 7 points of stealth should not be so difficult.
I shall make it so.
So we first try to go here, well, more or less near where the enemy is passing. Then we must wait for the proper moment to go more or less here. And then we wait for the proper moment. Now. When you have enough practice, it's not so hard, but the first time you do it, it's very hard. So take your time, practice, save,
like.
try it again until you find your right path to pass past the enemy. And your stealth skill is super important.
A dim, warm light and
Find your
you concentrate with you focus the cord just as quickly as it is the great golden from within the teeming.
Help us! Please! Help us!
And
Their voices echo in your
I don't
mind.
remember
Somewhere within their ranks,
100%,
you can
but
feel the presence of your own soul slumbering
I
deeper
think
in the gyre.
choosing the first one or the second one is changing a little what kind of ability you get at a certain point, extra abilities you can get, but not something really super important. But anyway, let's try optimizing. I think this one could be the most useful.
You attempt to evade the lost Aethys'
It takes. You do not.
through the glare. You see
Time cannot.
Aethys the in-between previously.
I shall make it so.
And so we get our experience. You can level up now or wait. Coming back should be easier than you have a more direct path with a better vision of the room. So usually it is easier. Just wait for the second one should be something easier to do. Just follow the border of the room and you're out. Now, normal ultimate challenge, you may want to go out. You want to spare your time. But for this challenge, we have more days. We can also have some battles for fun. So what I want to try to do is clearing the side. Yeah, this level at least. So we have basically we have to choose where we want to try and
As you
start
like.
the fight. And this is a good place for it. Because if we manage to win this battle here, and then we can have Villa going out of stealth in this area, then the rest of the battles will be easier. So let's see what's here first. And we have a couple of rusted copper constructs and one worm. So not super hard, but not super easy, so better to pay attention. Because those constructs have engagement, which is not something our Cyan build loves very much. So not hard, but better to not underestimate the enemies. So we will use a trap as usual to start the fight. We could also try and fight directly the how is it called? The spirit. Okay, leveling up now. A lot of options we could choose, but at this point I think we could choose this one or this one. They are both super useful. Probably this one is more useful at this moment because this will help a lot in case of a difficult moment where you cannot control the enemy, so this will help controlling the enemy. This could save the day, so I will choose this one. And now I'll start the battles, and it could be not easy, so let's try a trap first. And another possible strategy could have been using a charm spell to start the battle. Could work, but I don't really want to use a low level charm because I don't keep it usually. I prefer to wait for the higher level dominate charm, dominate spell that is more powerful, has a longer range. So, and now we started the battle, so we can get our summons up and decide our strategy. I think I will try to kill first the Vormir, and then try to kill the two vessels, the two constructs. Volatile, not very useful in this case because the constructs are immune to fire damage, so even if we manage to get an explosion, probably not useful. So what we basically have to do is to attack this construct with different things. So staying stealthy is not so useful because the wounds cannot damage the construct because the constructs are immune to fire damage. So we have to kill them using the player attacks, and staying stealthy you cannot really harm them. So we stay stealthy mostly to get maximum focus, but then we have to fight. So we can damage the worm, but we have to find a way to kill the constructs. So I think next summons I will try and place them here to block the path, and then use our powerful soul shock spell to hit the constructs. We will have to go out of stuff, but that's something you have to do if you want to use the cipher damage spell. So use the construct like a wall. Sorry, not the construct, the wounds, and then use the electrical damage spell to hit the enemies. Important thing here is try to have your wounds always up. Not good.
Yes? Meet him daar sieren, ik krak geen tennis. Meet him daar sieren, ik krak geen tennis.
I did a mistake. I should have tried fighting this enemy first, but anyway, we mostly managed to do it. Important thing here is pay attention to not get these enemies coming here, because then it's game over basically. So better to wait a little and then kill this thing from a distance.
Yes? Certainly.
At the same time, we try to get here.
Yes?
Right, much better. So the goal here is... Oh, okay. The goal here is not... No more the same.
Silence surrounds
I did not do things perfectly, because ideally I should have started the battle with the rest of the enemy before killing the last one, but you know, not always possible to do things perfectly. So now we must choose, do we want to start the battle here, or do we want to start it here? Or maybe we could try and start the battle from another position. Probably yes. If we want to clear the site, better to start from a different position. So I will try to start from here, well, with the usual trap. The reason is I'm always thinking about where Villa will be, and probably here is one of the better places. So we have some super dangerous enemies here, the spiderlings with the petrifying hit. So better to pay attention. And in this position we can also try to use the explosive barrels to kill as many enemies as possible. So my target here is to reach the barrels here and hit one of them. So as many enemies as possible are in the explosion radius. Not easy because, as you can see, we have some petrifying bite here. So, but we managed more or less to reach the right position. Now we target one of the barrels, and then we should hit a lot of enemies with the explosions. Yeah, good job.
Yes? Indeed.
So let's see how many enemies do we have still. Okay, a couple enemies. Not bad.
Yes, I shall. Yes?
Must move this window a little. Let's try. I'm moving the chat windows because it is over the stats panel. Let's try this. Should be better. Okay. Okay, so in theory, I have started the battle with enemies to the north too.
Oh, indeed.
So ideally, if I'm able to lure one of these enemies here and get Villa to go out of stealth, could be a good thing. But oh, more than one is not a good idea. So no, better to not risk.
Oh, certainly.
Hold together! Croat 10!
volatile. Not something we want. You want to target him melee.
I shall. Indeed. Yes? Certainly.
It is annoying because it is low, but it's better to keep Villa stealthy if you can, because you know some of those enemies could try and target her, run and target her. So not something you want to happen.
I shall.
Let's see if we can loot this single enemy. That should be the goal.
Oh,
Not easy because they follow. They are not easy to loot.
indeed.
Come on, Villa, don't be silly. Don't go out of stuff now. Silly gal. All we do is the wrong thing at the wrong time. They really programmed her very well. She's perfectly fine for what she has to do.
Certainly. Oh, Indeed.
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Yes? Oh, certainly.
Well, at least this one is gone.
Not in vain.
Oh,
Proacten.
oh, I shall.
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Come on, can we lose this without having all of them coming here? Can we? Can we? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we can. No.
Indeed.
Nah.
Oh,
Come on, Villa.
oh,
All right.
oh,
Now things are easier.
oh,
Proacten.
certainly.
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Oh,
So now I'm looking for this one because this one is the most dangerous one. Okay, much better.
Proacten. Hold together. Quinn.
Meet him thou cedar egg, cock hinting nesness. Mítum dá sida ag cochintinn nesni.
My blood burns.
Mítum dá sida ag cochintinn nesni.
Crow attend. Quaitha silmes mitu.
I shall. Yes? Certainly.
Crow attend. Let us end this. Quaitha silmes mitu.
Mítum dá sida ag cochintinn nesni. Indeed. To whispers and shadows.
No, did some more stupid things. Not playing well. Not playing well at all. Not enough time for that. But maybe something nearby. Let's see. Not sure it's a good idea, but let's try this. Luckily, Villa is not nearby, so we could still try something like this.
Very well. Quaitha silmes mitu. Proactent.
But I did not make the ideal strategy. The ideal strategy was to always keep the last enemy alive enough to start the battle with the next enemy's area. Because this way you can spare the traps, you have less risk starting the fight and so on. But it's not easy because sometimes you don't really have full control about when you kill the last enemy. So but starting the battle with Villa in a place that most likely will be the less dangerous is always a good strategy. Because sometimes she stays where the first verify happened in the map, so even if you don't manage getting all the battles at the same time, sometimes you have Villa
Yes?
in a better position for the next battle. So that's always good, because Villa is the worst thing about the challenges. Remember this, Villa is
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Villa is the worst enemy you can get. It's not Dirty the Gun, it's Villa.
Hold together. Oh. Don't succumb. Proactent. Not in vain.
I shall.
Quaitha silmes mitu.
Meetum Varsida ex Kochen. Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní.
No! Don't succumb!
So we have some powerful
Not in vain!
creator anomaly here, and also another ooze. So these are also dangerous enemies.
Quaitha silmes mitu!
Yes? Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní. Certainly.
Hold together! Hold together!
Oh? Indeed.
Quaitha silmes mitu!
Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní. Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní. I shall. Yes?
No! Don't succumb! Proactent! Not in vain!
Oh? Certainly.
Quaitha silmes mitu!
Oh? Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní. Mítum dá sira ag cochintin nas ní. Indeed. Oh.
Proacten. Quaitha silmes mitu.
Meetum Zasira ex Cochintin Nesni. Yes? Yes.
Proacten. Quaitha silmes mitu.
Meetum Zasira ex Cochintin Nesni. Yes? Perfect. Meetum Zasira ex Cochintin Nesni. Meetum Zasira ex Cochintin Nesni.
Proacten. Quaitha silmes mitu.
And that should be it.
I shall make it so. As you like.
So, lower level of the dig site completely
I shall make it
cleared
so.
from the enemy. And the upper level, we have just a couple of rooms in theory. Well, one should not be so hard, and one is very
Thanks for letting me
difficult.
tag along.
The Deadfire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
I shall make it so.
Oh, here she is. Luckily, every now and then she got lost. She stays where she becomes
here's something.
terrified.
As you like.
And we
I
found
can get it to spill its secret. It's done.
also a nice dagger here. Okay, so I think we should have more or less got all the loot. Maybe I forgot this room. No, I got everything.
I want to throw the first punch.
Watcher, you have our thanks.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
You went into the ruins. Did you find it is not? I take I am
After all,
stuck, as you said,
Not
Engford.
until the flames nearly caught outside of Enfer.
I would be happy to assist. I don't...
He has own
That is surely
a pupil of. It seems he was loved and
I cannot imagine why.
Really, this helpful... That's...
student.
But Engford...
He came to the deer in a fire.
If that's all, then perhaps we should be...
Wait, you know him?
Amica.
You
It's but...
go Enfer Blanca. Just
Okay,
take him with
so
you.
we can get him follow. Oh, let's see.
The sooner...
Yes.
Follow. They don't follow, but they are available in the naval battles.
To whispers and shadows.
So let's see if we can clear also this room. I'm not sure because I don't have any more traps. Oh, I have some. I can do it.
Queta silmes mitu.
Okay, I did a big mistake. I forgot that one of them is going up and down, so it's able to see us. And I'm not sure I can make it, so better to just reload. That's a good boss.
Certainly.
This kind of surrogate challenge that If you do a mistake, you can relax, you just can reload. So let's use our trap like it should. So I want to lure one of them, hopefully.
Quaita silmes mitu.
And better to start with the summons far away.
Quaita silmes mitu.
Okay, so what do we have here? Brian Imp. Imp. Accelerated cave beaters, nothing super dangerous.
Quaita silmes mitu. Yes? Mitum lausida ex cochintindes.
No one buys the dust. Where are you going, silly?
Mitum lausida ex cochintindes. Mitum lausida ex cochintindes.
Proacted not in vain.
Spot on. Oh, indeed. Meetum da sida ex cochintin. Oh, indeed. Meetum da sida ex cochintin. Oh. Meetum da sida ex cochintin. Yes, I shall. Yes. Well, that's not it. Oh. Proactin. Oh, certainly. Quaitha silmes mitu. Meetum da sida ex cochintin. I shall make it so.
And so this one too.
I shall.
I ain't just doing this for fun, but not really needed. So now we have 2 more battles if we want to try that. This one should not be too hard. It depends on the enemies, but
Silence surrounds me.
in theory should not be so hard. Let me check how they are. So well, check what kind of Galloway challenge you may need to overcome, because sometimes it doesn't it is not worth the risk. So let's save. And this is a good kind of battle where it could make sense to use the sword and shield, because you can get a good deflection in case of necessity. So let's do that.
Oh, indeed. Yes. My wounds remain.
I hit hard.
mítum dá síra ag cochimtin nesni.
Oh,
Okay, this one is volatile, so better pay attention.
Yes, indeed.
Got to try something else. Very well.
Not good. Ooh.
Yes, certainly.
Oh, indeed. Proactin.
Yes,
Very well. Wait, Silmes meeting.
yes, I shall.
And that's it.
As you like.
Now, the last one is the most difficult one. Not something you want to do. But something you may want to try for fun. Okay, sometimes I manage to win the battle starting from here, but all in all, it is usually easier to start from
I shall
here.
make it so.
So
To whispers and
let's
shadows.
try it. Basically, it depends. If you manage to lure the first one properly, also it could be better to change armor here because you may have to resist a first attack if things work in a certain way. If things don't work properly, yeah, basically you're dead because there are too many of them, too powerful. So the plan is
What have we here?
in some way lure this one in a way that the other ones are not running immediately here, because else there's no way you can win the battle and keep Villa alive. And also you cannot win. If they attack all together, you cannot win. So you must lose this one without the others coming. And the one way is using some traps. But you must be fast and precise, because you have to place one trap, then place another, and then maybe you can lure the enemy far away enough so you can avoid the other coming. So it's a matter of shift clicking fast and precise. Let's try this. So don't wait. Place a trap and immediately place the other one. But we have been lucky. First one. Ooh, not so lucky. I don't think we can do it because Villa is too far away. But let's see. No. In this case, when the other ones are coming, no way you can win. So again, this battle is very difficult. Not something you want to do with the real ultimate. With the Surrogate, you can try because you can save, you can reload. So let's see if with this time we do it properly. Now it's not so good if we get the first trap working, because then Villa will be nearby and we don't want that. We want to place another trap and another trap and another trap like this. Now it should be a little better. Now we can try doing maybe something like that. Not good. No, I don't think I can do it.
Yes.
Maybe. No. Very difficult this one. We could use a scroll to hide Villa, but I don't like that because they are precious at this low level. So let's try last time with the traps and then we will see. She is really silly. Really silly. So the only way here is use the scroll to hide her or hope that the enemy will attack. Will attack the other side. Oh, we also can manage paralyzing the enemy also. No. She's too near to the rest of the enemy. No way.
Indeed.
I think you have to use a scroll for this, and I don't know if it is worth, because there's some good loot. That's a good bow we can get from this battle, but don't know if it is worth a bow for a scroll. Okay, let's do it just to win the battle, but honestly, not sure it is worth. So another way we could do it is just attack and try and keep Villa far away.
What have we?
Do we have a bomb? We could also do that. Also use a boom to lure the enemy. Let's try this. Do not try to lure the enemy with a spark rocket, because you will lure also Villa, and it doesn't work very well. Okay, so something like this. Too far, maybe. Oh no, it works. Now, Villa, come here, Villa. Now, Villa is not far from here, so in theory we could use this. Or just do something like this. It all depends if no, they are coming. No way. So honestly, I don't remember the proper tactics to win this battle from this side, and the other side you have just one tactic. You have to manage to do almost the battle from stealth. This side you have to manage to lure the first one without the other coming. Not easy.
Now here's something.
Maybe from this side. No. No. But as you can see, the problem is always Villa position. We must find a way to stay to the right side of the room. Not easy, because she's following the player. So maybe come back immediately. And then use a bomb to lose the enemy. Or a trap. The important thing is to come back immediately, because as Villa will stay there, which is not a good thing at all. Let's try this. Not easy, not easy, not easy. Maybe this time we did it. You must find the proper position so the enemy goes to the trap, but Villa stays to the right side. Now, in theory, we could win.
Proacted.
So one strategy, let's try this side, because the important thing is to keep the enemy far from here where Villa is. So we want to lure them this way. Doesn't matter much if
Yes,
our
indeed.
enemies come, as long as they stay this side.
Yes.
This thing has a lot of health. But no other enemies coming, so that's a good thing.
Proacted. Quaithes.
Yes. I shall. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesi. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesi. Yes. Oh.
Proacted.
Oh.
Quaithes. Sealmes.
Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesi. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesi. Meetum da sida ex cochintin nesi. Oh, indeed.
Okay, from now on should be easier.
Proacted.
next we want we want to hit the ranged enemies. Not easy, but
Yes?
luckily we have lots of summons.
Yes? Certainly.
But as you can see, they hit really hard and they have lots of attacks. So no, I didn't even try adding this battle to the challenge because not sure that a lot of classes can do at low level. Maybe adding it as something. Also, I don't really know how to check in the editor for these enemies to be killed. It would be a little complicated to track the death of these enemies.
Oh, well, indeed. What have we here? Hmm? Yes? Oh, I shall.
Oof.
Yes? Certainly.
This one is the most dangerous because the wizard is dangerous, but doesn't have infinite spells, while this one with that bow is always hitting super hard and has infinite arrows. So it's the most dangerous. Oh crap! Oh crap! Did something really silly here.
Yes.
Really stupid. When you increase the fight speed even a little, it is always easier to make some mistake. So don't something I do often because crap. Well, when you try to speed things, do things faster because you're annoyed, you want to win the battle, but then you make mistake, and in the end it takes more time, you take more risks. That's what it isn't what. Better to plan things, think about everything you're doing. So keep that slider low so you can think about, can change where your summons are going if there's some kind of problem like this when they are sort of blocked by the other enemies. You can steal at least one of them, can reach the target, which is this bastard here.
Yes, certainly. Indeed. Yes, certainly.
Did this one. Oh, finally.
Oh.
Now we can risk a little more.
Meetum da sira ex coquintinesis. Meetum da sira ex. Yes? Oh.
Let us end this.
Oh.
Meet.
Meetum da sira ex coquintinesis. Meetum da sira ex.
Not quite.
Meetum da sira ex coquintinesis.
Oh, we did it.
Indeed. As you like.
So, this being real tough battle. Probably not worth. A couple of good weapons here. Weapons, robe, but you know.
I shall make it so.
It's something that you probably will have to try more than once, because keeping Villa alive here is not easy. But in some way we managed to finally clear all the site, so it's definitely possible. And we got this nice bow. Which will be useful probably. And well, let's get the rest of the loot.
As you like. Sharp eyes and keen
Maybe
ears.
some money as we're here.
I shall make it so.
And well, we are done. Basically, we can try to loot everything, but not super important.
To
Not
whispers
really
and
much
shadows. Perfect.
left here.
As you like.
And I think that's all.
I shall make it so.
What can I do for you? At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? I see. You did, Belfet. That is, you say this is all the work. You are too trusting in your it would. Meh, you'll want the queen knows the most powerful tribe, and for that, head down to the beach. Wapompia, some advice.
And that's the quest. Well, I will stop here for now, but next time we will level up and try to win that super difficult battle with the Gorechi Street. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.